Welcome in, Knights. Again, of course, you're at my channel, but just in case you didn't know already, I'm Toxic Terror. Welcome to this week's video. And today, in this creations video, we're looking at expanding the starter factory in my Toxic Create world. Now, that being said, we got a little prep to start off with. This build, of course, this is how it started, and I love the way it looks. There's a few lanterns. I really should have, I don't know why I missed this whole bottom level right here, but I did for some reason. And yeah, I don't understand it. I use these striped lanterns in my build. However, the schematics read it as regular lanterns for some reason. I'm not sure why. But hey, that's okay. Things happen. Now, just a little bit of cleanup because this expansion's on this wall. We actually no longer need this little end cap. So we're going to start by getting rid of it and opening this up. Now again, we're going to get our little trusty trowel out. We're going to need this stuff right here. We'll need that. I mean, let's face it, we're going to need all of it. So might as well just go ahead and get it all. We just don't need that on the hotbar right now. And one thing I didn't get out is our trusty little wand. Now, that being said, we are bringing this out from right here. However, it's got to go right there. And then we're going to come out and place just like that. We're going to have 4 more pillars right here. And they're going to go up to meet just right here. Now, we're going to grab the frame slab. And like before, put the slab down and make sure it matches. We're then going to bring this little stair trim all the way out and cap it with these slabs. That way it keeps that. But furthermore, we're going to actually get rid of this lantern. And we're going to come down right here. And we're going to give it a little bit more of a trim. And we're just going to click these with blocks ourselves. Just like that. Nice, simple, and easy. Doesn't get much easier than that. And then we're going to come over here. We're going to get our stone. And the stone, not right there, is going to be placed right there. We do, however, need to get rid of those 2 bits and expand the stone out. Then we're going to take this eroded diorite and fill in these little holes right here just so it carries that across. Gives it that look. And of course we want to make sure we get our lanterns out here to make sure it stays well lit. Okay. Now along this back side, we're going to continue it just the same. But before I can continue it, I'm actually going to continue this foundation on this side. I didn't continue the foundation on that side because I want that at ground level. But this back side, it definitely needs the foundation. So, that's what it's going to get. We're going to put these in. Just like that. We're going to have to break that, of course. And let's see here. This is where the stairs go. So one more up. We'll get this stuff. We'll go ahead and place those. Get these in. And get this trim in. And I've actually decided that since I'm carrying that trim around this extension, that it actually makes no sense not to carry it completely. So, I'm actually going to bring it all the way around. Just to give it that solid look. Then, of course, right here, we're going to get this little trim for this section. Just like that. We'll grab the stone. And we'll carry the stone over. Alright. And then, of course, just like before, get our diorite and give it that accent. Okay. That is looking good so far. And then for this wall right here, we're going to wait before we really implement this wall. So we're going to move on. And in doing so, we need these. Let's see here. Yeah. We're going to throw this line in. And of course, we got this right here. And we're going to have to, of course, break through that. And right here won't be as tall as this roof comes. So let's get this expansion in on this side. Alright. We're going to get this. And not you two. Don't want to go too tall, I just want one. And then right here. And let's go all the way across. There we go. There right there. Let's start getting this stuff right here in with what we need. Alright, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3. Actually, that one should be right there. Let's just pick that. Now, the reference pick that this, like I said, this whole design is based off of, it actually had 4 small windows. However, I just could not do it and actually still trim out the windows. And I did not want to leave the windows not trimmed out, because then that would have made it very, very flat. So I did decide to go ahead and just make 2 large windows. Instead of 4 small windows. I mean, that's the thing when you do use inspiration from a picture or something. You know, you don't have to sit there and follow it perfectly. Actually, it's best if you don't. You want to throw your own little flair in it. For instance, the original part of the factory, the beginning stage, it didn't have smokestacks on top of it. That was something I decided I wanted to add in just for a bit of flair on that part. So, the facade of this side is pretty much done now. Let's get this stuff right here. And then I've got to put in this wall right here. Just like that. And we come down right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I just wanted to make sure I had the right size I wanted. There we go. We're going to raise this up. Now, the bones of every section are going to be the same with this granite, dirt, mud, dripstone feel. But I am going to, you know, give it a little bit of a difference. You know, that one's tall, a lot of windows. Fancy walkway. This brings that fancy walkway, but it's got a lot of stone on bottom to carry that. But this part right here is just going to be plain, as far as, you know, this. So, I mean, every section is going to be a little unique, have its own little style and flair, which is what you want. You don't want the whole thing just being one giant look-alike. Alright, so we have this right here. I need to see. Let me get this right here. If this Okay, I need to go one more. One more. Yeah, that right there works. Because then I'm actually these little slopes, they're very finicky placing. So let's just get those in right quick. And before I move on, where we got not let's get this stuff right here. And something doesn't seem right here. Why does this not seem right? It is right, but it doesn't seem right. I thought this was going to be an even in the middle, and it's not. Which that's, it's okay. It just means I gotta change up some stuff. No big deal. Go ahead and get these all up. And like I said, everything's gotta have its own unique little flair. I mean, the main building had a stone roof that was pretty flat. The extension, again, a little bit of a stone roof. It's flat. So this part right here, we're bringing in the deep slate pillar look. Kind of looks like, you know, sheet metal. And then, to give it kind of a slope look. Matter of fact, the reference pic I was going off of, that first expansion was supposed to have a sloped roof, but it wouldn't fit in the dimensions I had left. So, I want... what do I have available? Because I just need a little bit of a peak. I don't know if that slope edge is going to work. If I can put them back to back. If not, then I may have to bite the bullet on something else. You know, I don't see what I'm really needing. Oh, there it is. Framed prism. There we go. Now, more than likely for this one, I'm going to have some temporary blocks down at least. But, there we go. And then right here, I'll just add in one like that. There it goes. Although it does give this side this texture a little different, but I mean, it kind of gives it a little bit of shading and makes that point really stick out. Kind of frames it a little bit better. So, you know, I'm not all that mad at that. Also, I did also notice I need my frame wall board because I do want to hide that little bit of diorite from the outside, so that just looks like pure stone. Yep. But, you know, I can't leave this like it is. I mean, what kind of person would I be if I did? Alright, let's see here. We're going to do a 5 wide window right here. Two up right there. There we go. And another 5 wide right here. And there we go. That looks good. I do think I do want to go back over here. Making a little bit on the fly here. Before I continue, let's go ahead and grab this and this. Now, let's see here. I don't need that stuff no more. I don't need the windows. Deep, well, I'm gonna need the deep slate because I'm about to do something with it. Okay. Now with this, I capped them off, but I was supposed to actually end that like that. But because, you know, like I said, this is supposed to be a factory type deal, we want some more ventilation in here. Especially in this section. So let's just get a few more radiator fans on here. To really insinuate that, because this section right here, it's going to actually be functional. There's going to be stuff being produced inside that section and this section, so yeah, definitely time to have some vents. However, those are no longer needed, and these shouldn't be needed, but we'll see once we get inside. And that's where we're headed right now. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. we're going to do this right here. And so it is. And then we're going to do that. I did, however, I need to. Thank you. Because I want to do that right there. And do that. We're going to put this right here. Just to bring a little bit of the color. We're going to do that right there. And then here, we're going to bring in, I decided to use sandstone. We're going to, well, that right there. Let's just see, we'll do that one, we'll do that one, and we'll do that one. That should have been here already, but it wasn't. So, we're going to do now I want to keep, since these stones and the dark browns, I want to keep the interiors kind of black as far as floors, but I didn't want to use birch again, so this time I opted for the sandstone. And we're going to carry the sandstone all the way through. Again, just a mix in it just to make it look right. And then this one right here is going to have a secondary floor right here. So I gotta get it in right quick. Okay, now that's in. I need to get these back down for a second, because that. And I could run outside and grab some, but we're going to do this. We're going to have some framed stairs coming down. Let's see here. There we go. Now you have the divider where the original wall was. And you just come down into here nice and easy. Yeah, always nice and easy. Now we come into this room right here. And again, we're going to use our little trowel right here to get us a little bit of separation. And actually, this wall is supposed to be like this. And this comes down right here. And then we do this little bit of separation. Here we go. 2, 1, 2, like that. And oh, excuse me. gonna get these. Get those in there as well. And then I had to remember which one that was. We're going to put a ladder right here. That'll allow us to get right here. Now, of course, we don't need this old trim from the outside. And I know, y'all are probably thinking, well, why don't I break through this one too and open it? Well, that's because, you know, that hole on the other side of the wall on this side is my storage. And yeah, so there's not an entrance left open right there. So next thing we can do is kind of tidy up these walls. We don't need those exposed. And then I've got to finish tidying up in there. And we're going to grab that and that for that. And just plain and simple. Carry on the full slant of the roof. And then in this middle, we'll just go ahead and put that. Again, it gives it that different direction, which will match the direction of the roof on the outside, so it's fine. But we got a little bit of a vaulted ceiling in here. There's not going to be a second floor. I mean, it does mean you don't really get access to the windows in here, but considering what I'm thinking of putting in here, it's not going to matter. But yeah. So let's go fit into free cam. And now let's see what we got going on. I mean, you got to enjoy it. Everything is still mob proof. Probably could do with a little bit of lighting out here, but I'm not sure if I'm going to add anything else onto this end. I may or may not. So, and I need to bring the lanterns on this back side still. That I do need to do. And maybe one lantern in between the windows just to have a little bit of lighting outside. And I could probably bring this pillar and this end pillar up. Yeah, you know what? I think I want to do that. See, that's, here it is. I thought I was pretty much done. And then I thought, nah, why would I want to be done already? I need to do a little bit more. Which is fine. It's always good to add and stuff. It just does change things sometimes. Let's see here. I was originally just gonna have, I forgot I had that on here. And let's get this lantern, since we've got that and that. And then bring the lanterns. I guess I can put one on the corners of these pillars. I mean, it would match. Give a little bit of lighting out here. And these pillars are really just standalone. They're not really... I mean, I guess I could do... Nah, I don't want to do an overhang there. That's more than fine enough. But again, just looking around, see, I thought I was done, and I decided for a little quick change. And I think that I don't like that. Why do I think I don't like that? Because I mean, I do, but at the same time, I don't. I think it needs that overhang just to really cap it off. I wasn't going to, but just those pillars, yeah, it needs that overhang. Do I wanna leave it too wide? I don't think it's bad leaving it too wide. I mean, that'll be fine. I mean, I'm not really ever gonna be up here, and you're gonna barely be able to see it out this window, so yeah, that's fine. That is fine. This also gives it a little bit of difference from that one, so yeah, I think that added just a little bit of something it needed. Yeah, it definitely trimmed it out a little bit better. But yeah, so this is the expansion. Now, I'll end up, that being said, thank y'all for being the best part of my day. Hope y'all enjoyed it, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Later. So, save some time since I made this creation video to show y'all my thought process. I'm just going to run this with the schematic cannon and get this put in before episode 2. That way I can focus on what I'm actually doing. Otherwise, every episode's going to be an hour, 2 hour long, trying to do all this stuff. And, yeah, y'all don't want to listen to me that long. I know that. I do appreciate it as long as y'all do listen to me. But I know that y'all don't really want to just listen to me for 2-3 solid hours. So, yeah. Thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for watching the series of videos. I hope y'all are enjoying the main videos, the episodes. Of course, checking out blah blah blah. I can't talk. Checking out Twisted's POV, what she's doing on the Modpack and on the server. And as always, like, share, subscribe, give my partner some love.
One day I will have my victory, crush all my enemies so viciously. Work so hard my hands are blistering, and they will carve my name in history.